What are 5 things that I love about Adobe Express as a solo content creator? Now, this is a paid placement. I am an Adobe Express ambassador, and this is a paid ad. Now, before we get into all the different ways that you can use Adobe Express as a solo content creator, I want to make sure that you know that you can go try out Adobe Express at adobe.com/express and let me know what you love about it. Just drop that down in the comments. All right, let's go ahead and get started. My number one most favorite tool with Adobe Express is bulk create. So create a spreadsheet and write out all of the text that you want to have on your graphics. And you can also put images and backgrounds and things in there, but I like to keep it simple. So here you can see I have a little template that I've created. I'm going to click on bulk create, click on the option on the left, click my CSV file, and go ahead and click next. Then click on the elements inside of your design, and you'll be able to choose from the different columns on your spreadsheet. So here I have graphic, that's the text I'm going to have in the caption that goes on social media. So I don't need that for the graphic. Now it's taken all that text, those 12 different items that I've created or that I typed out, and it's created the graphics for those using my template. And it's super awesome because now I can look at everything all together and I can see all my different options. I can create these in all the different colorways, and it's all in one document. I can have them in different sizes as well. So you can see here I have the Instagram story size, and I can do the same thing with that using Bolt Create. So again, take that same spreadsheet, click on that CSV, go ahead and click next, make sure I've uploaded it there, set up my elements. So click the elements, link it to the spreadsheet. So I linked it to the part that says graphic on my spreadsheet. Your spreadsheet can have whatever headers it you want it to have, but it does need to have headers in order for this to work. And so now you can see I've created the story equivalent of the Instagram post that I have created with this option. So Bolt Create is super amazing and you can just create tons and tons of content. Now, what I did here, because I wanted it to look a little bit more custom, is I went ahead and highlighted some of the words and made them italic. So the Bolt Create process is so that I don't have to sit here and type this all in or copy and paste it from a document. I can just use Bolt Create to create this, and then I can go in and bold or italicize words that I want to stand out. I can customize it even more. And you can have the background colors change. You can have images inserted in here. You could have dates and other dynamic content in here if you wanted to. I'm just showing this really simply as someone that's a solo content creator. I don't like things to be too complicated. I go for simplicity. Now, where's that template from? Like, how is my branding in there and everything? Well, you can create your own branded templates using Adobe Express, and you can add text. This is all pulled in from the brand kit that I created in my libraries in Photoshop. It's pulling in all my colors, my graphics, my fonts, everything that I have that I've already set up in Photoshop, and I'm using that now in Adobe Express to create a template that I can use to create those social media posts, just like I showed you with Bolt Create. I have a template here where it's got my branding, it's got my colors, it's got my fonts. It makes it really easy for me to create compelling social media content, whether this is for myself as a solopreneur or for a client, right? So you could do this if you are working with clients as well. Okay, my third favorite thing about Adobe Express is that you can create a template. So I created this template for my blog post. And then this is for my blog. It has all the different images, sizes, and things in my blog. And I decided to go ahead and make a pin for Pinterest. And I took these photos inside of the store and I wanted to remove the background so that I could create this pin that's going to go on my updated blog post. So this is for an existing blog post. Very easily used Adobe Express to remove the background. Now, it feels like my pin is missing something. And this is tip number 4, one of my favorite things about Adobe Express. So inside of Adobe Express, you can use generative AI to create images and use those in your content. In this case, what I'm doing is I'm going into the Adobe stock area. And I'm choosing an image. I just was like, let me put scissors. That way it ties it into being crafty and removing the background on that stock image, putting those scissors there so that it tells people, hey, this is about crafts. And then I also used the word craft rooms. I changed some of the colors and updated everything there as well. This is a really great way to supplement the creative that you already have so you don't have to go and do another photo shoot. All right, tip number 5 is taking those things that are your digital downloads. Like I make a lot of digital downloads inside of Photoshop. And sometimes I don't want to have to open Photoshop, or maybe I'm sharing these with somebody and I want them to be able to download them easily. I want to be able to access them all in one place. And so this bingo card, for example, is a graphic that I created years and years and years ago. And I'm editing it in Photoshop. And when I save it in Creative Cloud, I'm able to then access it in Adobe Express. And so I just dropped it into a letter sized document in Adobe Express. That way I can easily turn it into a PDF, email it to my subscribers, or create a download, send it to my friends, that kind of thing. And every time that I make an edit to the file in Photoshop, it's reflected in Adobe Express. So if I had a VA or somebody helping me, they could then download this really easily or update it. Or, like, let's say that I'm helping my daughter with her wedding invitations, and this is an easy way for us to be able to share the content and her see what the revisions are inside of Adobe Express, even though I'm working in Photoshop 500 miles away from her. These are the 5 reasons why I love Adobe Express. If you're ready to get a tool that does the work of multiple tools all in one, then it's your time to try out Adobe Express at adobe.com/express, and let me know below what you love about it. I can't wait to hear what you create.